Good morning from the city of Quy Nhơn, located in the province of Binh Dinh, here in the central part of Vietnam. And where I learned that the earliest human settlement is dating back to the 11th century Champa culture, which was a maritime kingdom and civilization that flourished here in Vietnam from as early as the 2nd century, and which lasted almost until to the 19th century and was influenced by the Indian, the Malay, and indigenous civilizations that were made up of distinct groups of people with their own cultures, languages, and beliefs, and a strong connection to their land and their natural resources. Then in the year of 1283, the city faced an invasion by the Mongol ethnic group during the Battle of Tinai Bay, when Kublai Khan and the Yuan dynasty launched a naval invasion of Champa, that also resulted in the establishment of tributary relations, which is a system of foreign relations in which a weaker state paid tribute to a more powerful state. And then after in the 15th century, the fleet of Admiral Zheng He, who was an explorer, diplomat, and bureaucrat during the early Ming dynasty, made Quy Nhơn their first stop after leaving China during the Ming treasure voyages. And also the Portuguese Jesuits, after their arrival in the port of Hoi An in Vietnam in the year of 1615, they started to refer to the Quy Nhơn town as Pulo Cambi. And that was in the year of 1620. Then the Tây Sơn Dynasty, which existed with 3 successive kings from 1792 until 1802, and who developed policies on economic reform in the agricultural field, and promoting culture and education that helped stabilize the people's lives and develop the country after a long period of chaos. Furthermore, the victories in the battles against Siam in the year of 1785 and the Qing in 1789, by King Quang Trung Nguyen Hue, helped to unify the country from the north to the south and left an important mark on the history of Vietnam. And so it was that from the 11th century to the later 15th century the seaport of T Nai was widely considered as the first seaport and regional trading center of the Champa civilization. And then after the Vietnamese destroyed the kingdom of Champa, the T Nai seaport stayed its ground as a trading port and played an important role in the trading between China, Southeast Asia and also the wider Southwest Asian countries. Then following the Tay Son rebellions, the T Nai port became a naval port until the mid-20th century, when the government of South Vietnam rebuilt the port into a major supporting naval harbor of which it is still used as of today. And as for the town of Quy Nhơn, it was officially founded in the late 19th century by then Emperor Tan Tai, who was a man of the people, and a monarch who deeply cared for his country. And as of today Quy Nhơn is rapidly emerging as a premier destination for local and foreign tourists, with many activities such as shopping and entertainment services at supermarkets, bars, karaoke, restaurants, and eateries on Xuân Dieu, Nguyen Thi Dinh, Nguyen Trung Tin and as well at the Vo Thi Yen streets, and that's just a small selection for your holiday pleasure. I now arrived at my first sightseeing destination for today, and that is none less than the Thiền Viện Thiên Hưng Sanctuary in Phu Cat District, here in the province of Binh Dinh. This 64-hectare retreat sits at the southern foot of the Ba Mountain, and is offering a stunning view that is blending nature and curated landscapes into a tranquil paradise, topped by the 54-meter-tall Buddha statue, that stands as the tallest here in Vietnam. But first let me get a driver to bring me up to the top, as the 700 stairs would be a bit too much in this scorching heat of today. And as we can see, the ride up here is also an experience by itself and certainly nothing for the faint-hearted. Now look at this impressive Buddha structure that is surrounded by gardens and stairways, providing us visitors an excellent opportunity to explore the integration of traditional Vietnamese culture with the natural beauty surrounding it. This place is really emphasizing on harmony between the environment and human creation. The Buddha statue is located at an altitude of more than 120 meters above sea level. The statue not only shows respect to Buddha Shakyamuni but also offers a beautiful panoramic view of the sea and the mountain range of Bin Din. The Buddha statue is sitting on a 15-meter-high base that is made of sturdy reinforced concrete, and the surface is covered with natural green stone and a lotus throne. And the 54-meter-tall Buddha is leaning with its back against the Ba Mountain and facing eastwards towards the South China Sea and is creating a wonderful connection between nature and spirituality. So and here we go, what goes up has to go down, and I am just praying that we don't have a brake failure, as the road is really very steep here. And here we go. I thought my sightseeing has ended, but my driver had other ideas and is riding just past my drop-off point, and up to the next door temple, which is the Lin Phong Tien Tu, or also known as the Ong Nui Pagoda. And this temple seems to be a much overlooked temple since they built the new Tian Hung Zen Monastery with its massive Buddha statue, which I just visited. But nevertheless, this temple is a much more ancient temple and well worthwhile visiting, as it also has an interesting history to tell. Legend has it that in the year of 1702, during the reign of Lord Nguyen Phuc Chu, a Chinese monk named Lu Ban practiced asceticism in a cave here on the Ba Mountain's east side, and that it was him who later built the Dung Tuan Pagoda, that was located halfway up the mountain by clearing thorns and moving rocks to construct his small hermitage. And so in the year of Quy Su, which was in 1733, Lord Nguyen Phuc Chu bestowed upon Lu Ban with the title of Tin Giak Tien Tri Dai Lao Tien Su, because he admired the monk's virtue, and also ordered the reconstruction of the Dung Tuan Tu, into a much larger and tiled temple, that was then named Lin Fong Tian Tu. Then in the year of 1897 a major renovation was completed, and it is said that the temple's scenery at that time was very beautiful. However, after that, and through the years and a period of wars, the ancient temple only had the three-door gate on the east side and a stupa left, so that in the year of 2004 a completely new temple was built on this very site where the old Lin Fong temple stayed, and that is the one we see now.
Come on, come on.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
And I am now on my way to my next sightseeing point, which is the coastal village of Eogeo, with some saying that the village is the miniature Santorini of Vietnam, so let's go and take a look at it.
From the new community into the old community.
And here we are, in the Nhon Lý Fishing Village with its winding slopes and a blue-white mural road that is reminding many people of the village shown in the popular Korean TV series, Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha. And that is resembling some parts of the famous island of Santorini, in Greece.
Thank you. Come on.
The most familiar tourist sites are perhaps Eogeo, Kai Ko, and the Nhon Lai commune with its unspoiled fishing village that is loved by many tourists. As the paths are winding along the cliffs at Nhon Lai Fishing Village, it is certainly more a place to walk than to drive. And coming in the early morning or late afternoon is the best time, as we don't have to suffer the strong sun and can stay in shady spaces that are covered by the houses and the rocks. In the past, villagers in the Nhon Lai village mainly lived off fishing, spending their days facing the sea and its storms. A transformation began when a local monk proposed decorating the village's walls, a concept supported by the local government and the villagers. And then they realized that business increased while preserving their traditional livelihood, and so they quickly added new services like eateries and homestays. And as we can see here, all the roads face the beach, where the fishing wharf is the center of the village, and these roads are not straight, but crooked and narrow. What makes Eogeo and the Nhon Lai village so special are the towering cliffs with their unique shapes, that is stretching in the shape of an arc, and creating a majestic and poetic scene. And this is especially true here at the Nhon Lai fishing village, with its winding slopes leading to the sea, and its blue and white mural road that reminds many of us to the famous island of Santorini. And here I am now back in the Quy Nhơn city, and let me quickly introduce you to the hotel I am staying before I am going out for my dinner. It is the Lyuchia Hotel, and it is located right here in the city center of Quy Nhơn, and I am amazed of how good and clean the hotel is, and of how friendly and helpful the staff is. And for all these positive reasons and its good value for my money, this hotel makes it right on to the top of my list of best hotels here in Quy Nhơn. And as I am now enjoying my dinner, I hope you liked my outing of exploring the surroundings of Quy Nhơn, and so I will also end my video here. Thanks a lot for watching, and I am looking forward to see you back in my next part, when I will continue my journey further south to the city of Nha Trang. So don't miss it, and cheers to all of you, and I am looking forward to meeting you again in my next exciting episode, which already will be the 8th episode of this 9th season, Discovering the Real Vietnam.